Hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we are super happy to have you here, and we just ask that you bring an open mind and heart to your listening experience and to be prepared to explore vantage points that I'm convinced will help shift or solidify your current understanding of the ultimate nature of reality in a way that is extremely empowering. Speaking of exploring powerful perspectives, I'm super excited to announce the release of my very first book, The Golden Key: Modern Alchemy to Unlock Infinite Abundance. If you're ready to alchemize the circumstances in your life so that your abundance expands to an entirely new level in 2021, head over to goldenkey.gift to download the audio or ebook as my gift to you by using the code POSITIVEHEAD. All right, all you positive heads, welcome, welcome. Here we grow again. It is the last day of 2021 as I record, New Year's Eve, and yeah, such a pleasure to be with you and to share and connect and kick off the new year in style, 2022. What is that? It's a 6 year. What is a 6 year? I just pulled something up here. And by the way, I got that by, if you add up 2022, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 adds up to a 6 universal year, which first thing I see here is all about accepting and assuming responsibility. So that makes sense. I think, more than ever, we have to be aware that we are responsible for our own happiness, right? It all comes back to you. It's all a mirror. Your life is a mirror of your vibrational offerings, right? And so if you're not liking what you're seeing, griping about what's wrong out there, the politics, COVID, all the things you can point at, your brother, sister, friend, partner, what they should have done, if you're shooting on anyone, you're missing the point. You're not understanding. And so I think anyone listening to the show is really at that point in their journey where they're ready to fully assume responsibility for your life. The power is in your lap. You are the one who is driving. You are the one who is steering. So if you're not liking what you're seeing, what can you do? You can really work on holding the vibration and choosing thoughts that you want, that feel good. If you start to really understand how much everything that manifests is about the sum total of the vibrational offering you make, it really makes you wonder. And then you let's assume, and everyone listening to this podcast certainly intuitively is feeling the truth of that reality. And yet, myself included, we all fall into, these mundane patterns of thought that just don't serve where it is that we want to navigate to. Like, how many times can we say it? How much can we focus on this reality, this truth of focusing on the thoughts that we want to expand, focusing on the energy that we want to expand, gratitude and kindness. You came here to, I actually just saw Lee Harris, who, by the way, next week we're going to share his full year. Lee Harris, who has been on the show multiple times. I reshared one of his episodes recently, and he does these energy updates, and he's doing the full year of 2022. And just talked to him, and we agreed that it's a great idea to share as a sort of a special episode next week his full 2022 vision. He's a channeler and intuitive, and so he's been doing energy updates for a long time, and so that's going to be exciting. We're going to go deep on 2022, what this accepting and assuming responsibility is all about. But something else I saw him post earlier was saying, you came here to bring heart energy. That is That is the core crux of your job and my job. And I'm someone who knows when my heart energy is fully activated and open, it's super, super powerful it's super moving to me, those around me, the circumstances that I call in. And I am also prone to shutting my heart off sometimes and just kind of like, just going into my own sort of, little world, closing my door, not wanting to interact with anyone, not wanting to go the extra mile to spread that heart energy. And that's retractive in nature. So for me, my 2022 aim is to be more in my heart and to focus more on what I'm grateful for. I'm so grateful for those of you tuning into the show and, and growing alongside me and Erica and all the people who come on and make it what it is. It's such an honor to have the opportunity to share and express myself in this way and for it to be received and even provide benefit in someone's life, in your life in any way. Wow, what a gift that is to me. And I'm so thankful and so grateful for you. And I want to continue to keep that, it's so easy, sometimes exposure can breed indifference, right? And it's so easy to take things for granted, to take having this vehicle for granted. Just think 1,000 years ago, I'd have been killed for promoting a message like this, most likely, right? How many people came before those of us talking about this self-empowerment and spirituality and understanding the ultimate nature of reality? How many people before us have talked about it and been, hung, killed, tortured for doing so because it goes against whatever organized religious, structure is in place and dominating at that time. And here we are able to talk freely and to share these ideas freely and to connect and to lift each other's up. So my aim is to be a better steward of this show and to be more in my heart and connect with you guys more and, get on the Facebook group, the Positive Heads Facebook group, which, I don't post a lot in, haven't posted a lot in. How can I do more there? How can I find little ways to just be in my heart more and to grow and expand as a person and really tap into that good kind of selfish, right? Because the thing is whatever vibrational offering I'm outputting, that's what's going to come back in even more. So we can, actually, I'm going to share a really short clip here from Abraham in a few minutes. He talks about writing down your goals and everything, which I think is a really good practice. I just did it for, what is the aim of what I want to manifest in the new year? What am I calling in? What am I vibrationally stepping into? What a powerful day to do that, right? So I just did it myself, and it's a very small part of this clip. But one of the things she shares in the clip is, how important it is to realize whatever you can play small and put out a little bit of vibrational energy that matches what you want, and therefore you'll get a little bit back in, or you can put out a ton of it and then get a ton back in. How much you sort of bounce between is really up to you, right? And so you don't need to figure out the next job or how to get more money to create the thing. You need to figure out, how do I create a vibration that is in alignment of the things that I want to see more of this vibration. And if you like for example, having more money is a great example. Why do you want to have more money? Oh, because it buys you freedom and the ability to do things without, any limiting financial constraints. Okay, cool. So there's a certain vibration that brings to you that feels empowering. How do you feel that vibration now? And there's many ways that you can tap into it outside of that one channel and one avenue. And so you start making that your aim, that your job, commit to that as what you're going to focus on as we use the momentum and energy of this new year. And, everyone's got their New Year's resolutions and turning over new leaves. And it's just, there's such an energy of that anyway. So let's ride that wave. Let's use that momentum to all of us hearing these words. Let's commit to being more focused on managing our vibration than we've ever been. I talk about it incessantly, and guess what? There's so much room for me to be more aware. Hey, Brandon, maybe if you stop working so much and focus on fixing up the corner of the Mystic Manor that needs some love and attention and care, and you enjoy that process, all of a sudden it creates further abundance elsewhere. It's a different type of energetic output, but it creates, that's just an example, right? So same with you, go clean out that, make the space for the things that you enjoy, make time and energy for the things that you enjoy, and watch how that, really pay attention to how it reverberates back as you put it out. Did it come back in through another channel, unforeseen, unsuspecting? And if you start paying attention, you'll see that's how all of this energy stuff works. And so maybe the path you've been taking with your head down, eyebrows bent, serious, isn't actually creating anything that you want to see more of. Whew. So with that being said, all that being said, let's take a listen. This is about a 5-minute clip. It's quick. It's called Make That List and Watch What the Universe Does. It's Abraham waxing poetic about some of this stuff. And I'll jump back on after.
Think about sight and think about all the things that you could look at, and then just say to yourself, I have this gift of sight for the pleasure that it brings to me. I have this gift of sound for the pleasure that it brings to me. This sensual feeling of touch, my physical body has all of these sensory perceivers within it, all for the pleasure that it brings to me. My sense of taste, all for the pleasure that it brings to me. What other reason would there be for that? What other reason would there be for the sense of taste other than for the pleasure of that which it brings to you? Can you think of any other reason? You just didn't get planted here with your inability to see or hear or smell or taste or touch. You came with the ability to translate vibrationally for the purpose of, and we want you to feel what the purpose of it is, for the joy of your physical experience. And you came with the ability to think for the pleasure of your personal experience, you see. And humans have kind of got off that track. You think you got to think to solve problems. That's not what it's about. You're thinking for the pleasure of the thought. And when you start reaching for the thought because of the pleasure that it could possibly give you, then you don't say you're sorry because that's not a pleasurable thought. And you don't say you're nervous because that's not a pleasurable thought. You focus your mind in ways that brings you pleasure, and then you sustain that vibration, and then you live the life that you came to live. We like to encourage focus and awareness of what the focus brings. And so we encourage choosing things that you don't have resistance practiced about. In other words, if a person has wanted a car and they don't want just any car, they want that car. And that car doesn't just cost a little, that car costs a lot. And they don't have that kind of discretionary income right now. And since they're equating having that with spending that and spending that with earning that, then they have some obstacles in their path that they have to overcome. So we like to encourage them to get the hang of this by using the power of their mind, spending the vibrational currency on things that the universe can yield to them right now, for not very much time, an hour or two, and watch how many demonstrations the universe will give you that lets you know that we are all aware of what you're talking about, aware of what you want, aware of where what you want is, and aware of how to lead you to it, and boom, again and again and again and again and again, you're going to have that affirming experience that lets you know that you are the center of the universe, that there are masses that are standing in the wings where you can't see them, that are in on what you are in on, assisting you, you see. You begin to feel never alone. You begin to feel always involved. You begin to know your power and your value and your worthiness, you see. And it doesn't take very much of that before you say, oh, I like that. What about that? I like that. What about that? So that you begin directing the energy. And what you'll learn both about monetary currency and vibrational currency is the more of it that you spend out the bottom, the more of it comes back in the top. In other words, you'll just find yourself so involved in the expenditure of this energy that feels good, and therefore the equivalent reciprocant of more energy coming back in. That it's not like, have you ever had a nest egg, a little clump of cash that you really didn't want to spend because that you didn't know how soon you were going to get more back in, and so you didn't want it to go out because it felt like diminishing? Well, this is the opposite of that, because the more of this you spend, the more comes back in, until you begin to understand that you can have a little bit that you're rotating, or you can have a lot that you're rotating. You can have a little clarity that you're rotating through you, or a lot that you're rotating through you. You can have a little bit of cash that's rotating through your experience, or you can have a lot of cash that's rotating through your experience. Our favorite conversation about the universe demonstrate, we would encourage all of you to make a short list, maybe as soon before you even drive out of the parking lot. Just get something to write on and make a short list of something that you would like to see that doesn't cost any money necessarily. It could, but it doesn't cost any money. Just something that you're interested in seeing. Just pick something. Write 3 or 4 things on your list and watch how fast the universe brings it to you. Not once, but twice, but again and again and again and again and again and again and again, in demonstration that we saw you write it down. We know what you meant by it. We know where all of those things are. We know where you are in relationship to all of those things. And when you're feeling good like you are today, there's going to be plenty of demonstrations of that alignment. And once you show yourself that with that list, then you can make an endless list.
Radical gratitude. What everything is designed for your pleasure, enjoyment, and to serve you. Your sight, your sound. Sound is a gift and a pleasure. Think of the people, like my partner who's lost her taste after COVID, and it's slowly coming back. She has such a deeper appreciation. Taste is such a gift and pleasure. Touch is such a gift and pleasure. Smell, it's all such a gift and pleasure, and you came for the pleasure of your personal experience. Your job, she reiterated it, reach for the thought that brings pleasure and then sustain those sorts of thoughts. That's the job. That's your 2022. Get that right, and everything else is going to fall into place. You're reaching for thoughts that bring pleasure. You're sustaining that vibration. You're getting better at it. You're getting better at riding the wave without falling off the surfboard, right? And yes, you're going to fall off sometime. Get back on. Don't beat yourself up for falling off. Focus on what you want to see more of. I love how she says vibration and emotional security you spend out of the bottom, it comes back in the top. And what comes to mind is the vision of a torus. If you haven't ever seen a torus, search TORUS. This is what a lot of people are talking about in the quantum physics realm. Like everything is toroidal. Like all of the way a healthy system works is based off of the torus, and it's this cone shaped where you see energy kind of flowing in the top, coming out the bottom, looping back around into the top, and it becomes a never-ending free energy sort of device, right? That just continues to sustain. It takes the outputs, puts it back in the inputs, and it's never-ending energy that you're feeding yourself with. If you're focused on outputting the vibrations that you are generating that you love and want to feel more of, you're going to receive those back in the top. So, and she says it too, you can have a little or a lot rotating through at any time. There is no, how much energy do you want to play with? How much do you want to play with? And a lot of us have just been playing small, right? We've just played small for a long time. You get locked into, okay, this works. I can put out this much energy and I get this much back, and I survive. I make it through. Sometimes I feel, at peace or joyous or happy. Otherwise I'm just kind of getting through it. Enough getting through it. Consciously choose to rotate more of the vibration through your own toroidal field, which is, once again, really go down the rabbit hole with quantum physics. And Nassim Haramein and a lot of these guys talk about torus. who I've had on the show, and you can see like, oh, your everything is based off of this structure. Every healthy system is based off of this structure and in the universe. So start understanding and using this to your advantage. The good kind of selfish, right? And I definitely encourage you guys to do what I just did. Make a list of what you'd like to see and manifest in 2022. It's a great time to do it. And, first time I've done it in probably over a year. I just made my full list of all the things I'm calling in. And then we'll go back this time next year and see how much did you hold the vibration to manifest those things. And from this moment forward, I would offer that there is a timeline where everything you put on your list, there's a version of you that actually sees, manifests, steps into the timeline where those things exist. It's already all happened because time is an illusion, right? I go into detail on this. I've talked about it on the show many times, and I go into detail in my book, The Golden Key, my whole theory of how free will meets destiny. And if you guys haven't checked that out, definitely do that as well in the new year. And you can use the code POSITIVEHEAD to get the audio or ebook for free at goldenkey.gift. But so make your list and check it twice. You're your own Santa Claus. And with that being said, I have a song that I feel like is inspiring to get us kicked off into the new year. You're still here. You're still in 3D. You're still living your life because there's more that you want to get from this, right? There's more desires. There's more experience. There's more learning. There's more expansion. And this song sort of speaks to it, I think. It's by an artist, a group called Sun Mieux, M-I-E-U-X, and the song is called Can't Get Enough. Till next year, love you all so much. Also, before we cue up today's song, as a quick reminder, don't forget to download the Golden Key audio or ebook as my free gift to you at goldenkey.gift using the Golden Key code POSITIVEHEAD. And please, if you enjoy my gift, leave a positive review on Amazon so others can unlock their lives with the help of the Golden Key as well.
Summertime and the living's easy. A fresca dining, but it's getting breezy. Stick around even though I'm hearing my heart go. What the hell is this? Menagerie, we don't belong here. Naughty old perfume of happiness is a little too sweet for me. It's all that I've known, but I'm hearing my heart go. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. Old habits live like a second coming. If I ever slip, no need for judgment. I get up when I fall, while I'm hearing my heart cold. But take a sip of your pride and spit it out. At least you tried it. Drop the heart, forgot the lines. What a list of blows. Echoes through my mind, the curtain is cold. But I'm hearing my heart go. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. Have you ever tried to love and leave someone, but you can't get enough? Have you ever tried so hard to be someone that was not you enough? Then maybe you'll know why I'm hearing my heart go. Have you ever felt to stop and start again, but you can't get enough? After all this time and time and time again, you can't get enough. Then maybe you'll know why I'm hearing my heart go. I can't get